Since there was such audio problems this morning, we're going to go and do a recap of the trade from today. So let's see if I can just put my face over the other face and we'll just run it back. So this morning we were looking and we were trying to see what the opening news was, I guess. Let's see if I can make this a little smaller. Oops. All right, bear with me for just a split second. So we're gonna make this a little smaller just so I can get all of my, as much in here as possible. So, all right. Of course, we started off the morning with the game plan. And what was the game plan? The game plan was we were going to trade the front side. We're looking for the front side move. We're not looking for the, we're not looking for any range plays. We're not looking for any backside moves or anything like that. We were looking for front side action. So the first one was JTAI, but it wasn't front side. It was kind of stuck in this range. You can see here. The next one I was looking at was SINT. I don't remember what I think SINT's news was. There was they got a patent acceptance. So not the greatest news, that we've ever seen and ever traded. But so as I'm going here, I was clicking through, I was trying to see, what stocks were moving. And at the open, let's see what happens at the open. All right. So at the open, I was looking for an opening surge through 543 here on SINT. And it ends up getting rejected, actually, I think right off the 543 area. Let's see what happens. I don't 100% remember. There's 543. Rejection, pullback. Anyways, fast forward a little bit. And this one had AI news. AYRO had AI manufacturing news. And then, let's see what was next. And then we finally found OSRH. So I was scanning through some of the pre-market movers and I found OSRH right here. And it was halted up right underneath VWAP. All right, so look at it. It's halted up right underneath VWAP right there. Mapping out the previous pre-market high right about 785, and then pre-market high was 995. So the range was nice. It had a great range to work with. The only thing I was a little skeptical of was this area right above this pivot, this third tier pivot point. I draw it out here shortly. There's a box here, right? There's a box here where it has kind of these topping tails, and the resumption is going to happen. I know the resumption is going to happen in between these boxes because it shows on the level 2. So I'm skeptical that I don't want to get caught in one of these topping tails, but the game plan is I want to try to catch a dip and rip after the halt up from whatever the stock is, OSRH. So it was halted at 932, so we can probably fast forward a little bit more, and getting ready for game time here. It's actually 9:37 is when it opens. So this is what I like, though. This is front side. The MACD's on front side. It has a turquoise front side, which I have them kind of colored differently. So you'll probably see the same setup with Ross Cameron's MACD with the front side. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Now, the turquoise front side means it's like real powerful, real brand new front side, powerful front side right off the bat. That's kind of what that is here. Now here I'm drawing out the boxes where it could potentially be an issue, and I don't want to get caught in one of these topping tails because I know it's going to resume over that price. And if you zoom out, after it gets above that range, you kind of have more of a, not exactly a blue sky, but more of a range to work with, that you don't have these issue areas coming in. See, look at that range above that. So and I kind of map it out. See the range from there to there. I know it's not going to go up in just one candle, but you know, the possibilities is much better than the small little window we have here. Now, waiting for this resumption, let's see what's happening here. Stock is about to resume, and I'm looking over here, looking to see if that's going to be a bear trap, but I talked myself out of it because it is actually on backside. It's not even on a range anymore, in a range anymore. So I need to focus on the front side, which is this stock over here. So it's going to open up in about 1 minute. Don't want to fast forward too much because I'm going to miss it. Then I'm just going to be fumbling back and forth with fast forward and rewinding. But this day trade was nice. I was excited about this one. This is the first dip and rip I think I've taken on stream, maybe, or on camera rather. But it was nice. So resumption here is showing 620 for the ask, 610 for the bid. And oh, it looks like I'm not even subscribed to myself. Look at that. I gotta subscribe to myself. So here it comes in about 20 seconds. We will see it live. So the dip and rip after the resumption is the halt, right after the halt up. So it dips slightly, and I think it dips about 30 cents. And then I'm watching green hammer the tape. And then when I see green hammering the tape, I'm trying to jump in on that momentum. That's the game plan. Ready? Opens up, dips down, 634. It gets down to 627. I'm in when I saw green flying on the tape. My 10 cents immediate sell automatically triggered, and then I jump out. Very, 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 very nicely executed here. Now let's go back for anybody interested in kind of looking at the tape or whatever, you know, studying for lack of better terms. So the bid and the ask drop during the dip, and the bid, or excuse me, and the time of sales, you know, there's nothing really going on there. All of a sudden you'll get like a rush of green, and that rush of green, I'm trying to hit the buy key as fast as I possibly can. I only hit it with 150 shares. I think the max I could have taken in this cash account was 300, but you know, if that trade would have lost it, I wanted to have another opportunity considering what we chatted about earlier above 685. You know, you don't know what's going to happen next, right? So let's see this resumption again. It dips down to like 620 something, and then all of a sudden green starts hammering the tape. Ready? Here's a dip. Green on the tape right there. Right there. And I hammered the buy. I don't think I was any quicker looking back and kind of reviewing it. I don't think I was any quicker now than when I actually bought it. So I'm happy with my entry, and I'm really happy with my exit. Now, this stock halted up. Of course, I know some people are going to ask, well, why didn't you hold it? Well, you know, as a micro or a hyper scalper, I'm just taking my profits and trying to leave. I'm not trying to hold on to the trade any longer than, like, I don't know, 15 seconds or so. So we're watching another halt up to see what happens, and this one was actually kind of tricky. I was looking to do the same exact strategy as I just did, but it ended up doing a false halt down. If this is the correct one, let's speed it up here. Speed it up. Yep, ready? All right, so here comes there's the open, there's a resumption. Boom, you see how it, look, this looks like it's going to halt down. For anybody that's not familiar with kind of this level 2 setup or another level 2 setup outside of TD Ameritrade, this means it's going to halt down, all right? So you'll see me go like this. I'm like, whoa, hands off the buy button. I'm not going to buy here. But at the same time, I'm also articulating in the video that you can't see. I said, but it could be a false halt down. And if it halts down, then sometimes you'll see buying step in, and that's exactly what happened. See, hands off the trigger. We see some sellers stacking up here, but all of a sudden the sellers get eaten, and then boom, it jumps up. And if it breaks the previous high here, then it could rip. And that's exactly what we ended up seeing here. False halt down. And then I'm looking at see what that level is to see if it's going to go through. And then here it is, right, have my cursor right on top of it. And there it goes right into a halt up on the ask side. Not yet. Now it's going to lock in the halt up. And then for the final The final resumption for anybody interested was here. And it actually, oh, there was 4 then. Was there 4? Does it halt up here? Let's see. That's a, oh, this is a mistrade. This is a mistrade where, watch this halt up level at 825. This halt up moves to, I think, 875. If this is the right time. Yep, see, it just moved to 876, and then the stock just immediately jumps up past 850 to 860 to 875. That was a missed opportunity. But I can't remember if it halts up here or if it halts down. So that was a false halt up. This has to be the halt down, I imagine, because I stopped streaming right after the halt down. JTAI halted down over here on the left-hand side. And let's fast forward just a little bit. So it looked like it was getting a little top heavy here, and then it starts, boom. Got the flush down. This one is a true halt down. See, this is why the false halts are kind of tricky, because, you know, sometimes they pop and rip, and sometimes they just lock in. But you don't see any of the sellers getting eaten up, and boom, it's locked in. And that was it for me for the day. Locked up that small $29, whatever, $30 green day. So I hope this recap was helpful. I'm really sorry about my audio. I'll fix it for tomorrow. Obviously, I have it fixed already. But thank you all for being here. Let me know in the comments how you did and what stocks you traded. I'm out of here. Spread love. Be good to each other. Peace.